guys, welcome back to Cheryl P's Cooking Diaries. This evening we are going to make a bacon breakfast casserole. Now you can put basically anything you want into this, change it up, do it whatever you want to do with it. There's a lot of different things that I put into a breakfast casserole. Sometimes I use sausage, but tonight we're going to use bacon. So anyway guys, let me show you everything goes into this, so give me just a minute. Alright y'all, here we go. Okay, first of all, you're going to need your oven set on 375 degrees. You are going to need a 9 by 13 casserole dish, and we're going to spray this with cooking spray. You can also have this recipe if you want to. That's totally up to you, and do it in a 9 by 9 or whatever you want to do it in. You're going to need 1 package of bacon. Now guys, I've already baked my bacon. All we got to do is cut this up and I'm going to transfer it to a bowl, but we have to divide this out. So I'm going to try to do like, I don't know, maybe half and half. It all depends. But we're going to kind of divide this bacon out, and you'll see why here in just a little bit. Okay, and then you will need, you can use tater tots to do this with, or you can use some of the Orida shredded hash browns to do it. Now, of course, I'm not going to use this whole bag. I'm just going to use a few, whatever I feel that's right to go into this, y'all. You are going to need 12 eggs, guys. Now, I'm going to use the jumbo eggs, but I guess you could use the medium eggs if you want to. These eggs, I need to go ahead and use them up. They're still good, but I just need to go ahead and get rid of them. You are going to need 2 cups of mild shredded cheese, and we're going to divide that up into cups. And then we're going to do 1/3 cup. You can either use milk or you can use half and half. I prefer the half and half. I think it makes the eggs taste better. So that's what we're going to use. And then you can put your little salt in if you want, but I don't ever use salt. I think you all probably have seen that. I don't ever hardly add salt to anything unless it requires it. Me and my husband just try to steer clear from the salt. But we're going to use some pepper, and we're going to use just a little bit of garlic powder. And that's about all we're going to put in this as far as seasonings go. But you can put whatever you want in it. So, this is pretty easy to do, so this shouldn't take too long. So anyway, let me put some of this stuff away for right now, because I just wanted to show you everything that went into it first. And then we'll start cutting this bacon up so we can get this casserole together and get it in the oven. So give me just a minute. Okay guys, here we go. Alright, we're going to cut this bacon up right quick. Going to kind of chop it the best we can. I was going to crumble it with my hands, but then I decided, man, get all that bacon grease all over me and stuff, but it's just as quick probably doing it this way. So we're just going to chop it. That's all you got to do, guys. Just chop your bacon up. If you want to leave bigger pieces, you can do that, but I'm going to kind of chop mine a little finer, a little bit. Turn that knife blade over. It will short all your knives. Y'all didn't know that? If you scrape your knife against a cutting board or anything like that, it'd all. I'll tell you what, guys, I love bacon. It is so good. But I love sausage, too. Sausages, if somebody asked me which one's my favorite, I couldn't tell them, because I just love both of them. They're both so good. But I bake my bacon in the oven. I don't fry my bacon anymore, because when I put my bacon in, I use a broiler pan I think y'all probably seen it, but if you haven't, I have a video on there of how I do my bacon on video. I don't know what I was cooking, I can't remember, but it goes down in the bottom of these little openings on my pan. That way I don't have so much grease that way. And then I can just wad up my grease in my aluminum foil that I put at the bottom of my pan, and I just throw it away. So, and, it will help, guys. It really does. The less grease you get, the better off your heart is. That's how I look at it. So, okay, we're just going to transfer this bacon over into this bowl for right now. Well, of course, I'd make a mess. That's a given with me. I'm always throwing something somewhere. Okay. Bowl ain't big enough for my pastry cutter. These things are handy for this. So, alright guys, we have got our bacon. Now I gotta say, we did eat a few pieces, so it might not be quite a pound, but that's alright. What we need to do is, though, we need to go ahead and get our casserole dish. We're gonna spray it down right now. with some cooking spray, and we're going to get it ready to go. Okay, so just make sure you spray it down kind of good. I like to get the sides of mine too. Okay, and now this is just what I like to do, guys. Now I like to take me just a paper towel and just lightly kind of wipe in my casserole dish a little bit, just to kind of get it all over the sides, make sure it's spread evenly into my pan. That's just something I like to do. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. Okay, guys, let's get the, we're going to put the hash browns in our casserole dish first. So let me get them open. Now, like I said, I'm not going to use all these, of course. It's way too many to put in here. So, tater tots will be fine too if that's what you want. You kind of crumble these up. And one thing about it is you don't have to thaw these out. You can put them right into your casserole dish. You can put them right in here frozen. It doesn't make a difference. Because it's broad as it is long and it's going to bake up. So it doesn't really matter, y'all. Now I'm just going to kind of guess at this, y'all. So I can't really tell you. Maybe right about half, I think is what I use. Let's see. Maybe, yeah, right about half bag. And that is a, let me find the, well, this is a 30-ounce bag. This is about 1 pound and 14 ounces. So, that's about all the hash browns I'm going to put in there. There's a dark one, a dark potato, guys. I'm going to take it out anyway. But if you want more potatoes in there, you go right ahead and you put you some potatoes in there. Hash browns or tater tots or whatever you want in your dish. Okay, I'm going to set this to the side for a minute because right now we've got to get our eggs going. But I want to get my hash browns at the bottom of the pan. So just a minute, let me get my mixer and we'll get this started. Okay, guys, here we go. All right, you're going to take your stand mixer. If you don't have a stand mixer, you can use a hand mixer for this. And I would say you could even whisk them in with a whisk if that's what you wanted. It kind of be a lot of whisking. So, anyway, we're going to get these eggs in here, okay? So here goes 1. There's 2. There's 3. 4, actually, guys. I got a double yolk. Well, how about that? I'll be darned. That's the first time that's ever happened to me, y'all. Oh, I'm just so excited. Seriously, that's the only time that's ever happened to me. I've never cracked eggs before. Never got I knew eggs coming from, you know, when you raise your own chickens and stuff, and you go out and you collect your eggs from the chicken in the chicken coop. I know that people has gotten double yolks from that way, but I've never got them this way from buying them in the store. But anyway, they're kind of little, but it'll work as 3. So anyway, let's go ahead and continue this. So anyway, there's, we'll say 3.5. Here's 4. Well, there's 5. Okay, there's 6. There's 7. I think that was 2, guys. Why? 8. I think I might not even use all these. I got another one. Oh my goodness. This, guys, I have gotten, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I have gotten out of just 4 of the eggs, I have gotten double yolks. That, you know, I think since I've got all these double yolks in here, guys, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 double yolks here in these jumbo eggs. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm not going to use these other 2, guys, okay? Because that is a lot of eggs. Anyway, considering they're double yolks, even though they are small, I'm going to stop where I'm at. I'm just going to do 10, okay? Because I've got a little bit more than 10 because of the double yolks, okay? So we're just going to put 10 in there, and that was 1, so. But I just got tickled over them double yolks, guys, because I've never had that happen to me before. I'm going to be honest, I think I'm crazy. I got so excited over them double yolks. I usually buy these eggs, guys. I usually buy the, just the regular large eggs, and I ain't never had that in those. But them jumbos I sure did. So we're going to go ahead and get this cream in here. We're going to mix this up, y'all, real quick. So let me get my cream. Now you can use whatever you want. You can use milk if that's what you prefer, you know, and you can even use evaporated milk in this if you wanted to. You could put a little bit of whipping cream in here. I don't think I put a bunch of whipping cream, but you could put some in here, mix it or whatever. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to put this half and half in. So we're going to put a third cup. So let me get my third cup out. We're going to go ahead and get this in, and I use my whisk when I beat up eggs because it aerates them and gives them some air. So let's do, we'll do a third cup of half and half. Okay, go ahead and get that in there. I just think it gives them a better flavor. To me, it makes them taste a little better, I think. So anyway, okay, now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to get our garlic powder, and I'm going to put just a little bit of that in there, but I'm not going to put a whole lot of that. And then I'm going to have to put some of this bacon in this mixture, okay? This is almost like making those breakfast muffins I made. Okay, we're going to lower this down. I don't think I'll need my pouring shield. So, but if I do, I'll go ahead and I'll get it. So anyway, let's get this going, guys. All right, so here in just a minute, when I get these eggs mixed in, we're going to put our bacon in here, okay? And then we're going to put a cup of cheese here in just a minute, too. So, okay, guys, let's get this going. All right, we got it locked in place. We're going to start this slowly. Just start your mixer out on stir, and just let that mix in really good, because it's going to take a minute to get it all mixed in, okay? Because you got to get all this combined first before you add your bacon and your cup of cheese. So while that's mixing, I'm going to pour some cheese in my cup here, my measuring cup. So let me move this back just a little bit. You all maybe can see what I'm doing too. Move it back a little bit so you can see what's going on. All right, I'm going to bump this up a little bit, guys. It's going to need it. I'm going to get them eggs mixed in. I might need my, maybe. There we go. All right, guys. I may not talk right now. Might be a little loud, so give me just a minute. I'm going to get a cup of cheese. Go around with this, see if they're twisting good enough. Oh, looking like it, huh? Let me move this back out because it's hitting the cabinets there. Okay. Let's see here if I think they're going to be twisting good enough. I think so. Because, like I said, I don't think we're going to get that much bacon. I don't think we're going to get 3/4 cup in this, so I'll tell you what, I usually just guess at this, but since I'm doing it with you all, I'm going to try, I try to do it right, you know, show y'all measurements and stuff and give you an approximate amount, but I don't think the 3/4 is going to be enough because we need to split this out because we're going to need a little bit more bacon because we got to put it on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 3/4 of the bacon right now. But like I said, I don't think that I'm going to have enough to do that. I know I'm not. I can tell by looking at it. So let's lock this in. Let's start this again. And then we're going to go ahead and just kind of slowly add our bacon. A little bit at a time so it can blend in good. And then, you know what, guys? I think I'm just going to add a little bit more to this, the mixture. And then I'm going to save, I got to save some of this front or top of it. Just sprinkle over it. So I'm going to put a little bit more in this. And we're just going to add, well, here, I'll tell you what. Let's do it this way. I'm just going to sprinkle it in there, what I want to add, the extra. So just do 1/4 and just sprinkle a little bit in there. If you keep your whole pound of bacon, but see, we didn't, we eat some of it. We can't resist it. So when you cook your bacon, if you don't eat anything like we did, then you'll be able to measure that out. So anywhere between 3/4 or 1/4, you can just do 1/4 if you want to, because you're going to be sprinkling the rest of it on the top. So just kind of eyeball it, y'all, and just add kind of what you want on the bacon, okay? Now, I do add the cup of cheese, all right? So we're going to do that, but we're going to turn this up. We're going to add it slowly. So just 1 cup of cheddar, mild cheddar. All right, we got our cheese in there. We're going to turn it up, guys. We're going to blend all that in really good. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of garlic powder, not a lot, a little bit, but I'm going to back it down just a little bit when I do this. I think that'd be plenty. Seasonings are always to your taste, guys. Remember, I know I say it every time I'm on video, but some people just don't know that if they're watching it for the first time. So I'm going to take this lid off my pepper container, and I'm just going to add it with my tablespoon or with my measuring spoons. So I'm going to go with about, well, let's see, maybe I could do, I'm thinking maybe a teaspoon because we like pepper, but it depends on if you like pepper or not, okay? You don't have to add this much if you don't like pepper, but I'm going to level this off. I'm not going to add quite a teaspoon, okay? There goes our pepper. Let that mix in really well. And whatever else you want to put in it, you can do that. It's really totally up to you. If you want to add just some salt, you can do that. All right, let's turn this up just for a minute, and we'll be done with mixing this. Eggs are whisked in pretty good too, so that's what I wanted. You want to turn that mixer up, guys, pretty high because you need to really blend them eggs in good. Because you know how eggs are with the white stuff and all that in it, so I always try to blend it all in really good. So, all right, I'm going to take this whisk off of my mixer, okay? We're going to take the bowl off the mixer because I'm going to bring the casserole dish back over here. We're going to take our egg mixture here that we got, and we're going to pour this over our hash browns. And then we're going to sprinkle the rest of our bacon and our other cup of cheese on top, and that's it. Except what I got here, so you'll know. That's what you should have right there. But remember, pour this on here and get this going. Let me make sure this is all covered on the bottom. I just basically use enough hash browns to cover the bottom of my casserole dish, because I don't like to put a bunch of potatoes. I mean, I want to taste a little bit of everything, right? Okay, let's go ahead and get this on here, guys. Here we go. We're going to pour this on. Just pour it over your hash browns. That's all you got to do with this. And, you know, the bacon kind of goes to the bottom with the cheese sometimes, but that's okay because it'll blend in. Let me get all that out. Anytime you mix eggs like that, all that always kind of, it's something you can't help. You can't stop it. It's just something that is going to happen, y'all. Just make sure you get it out of your mixing bowl, because don't forget it does. It gets down the bottom there. Still mixed in good, though. And just kind of spread it out a little bit. Make sure it's kind of even all over your pan. Just like that. Yeah. And your hash browns may float too, but that's okay. They're going to cook just the same with the eggs, so it's not really a big deal. So I just kind of even it out like that. All right. So now that we poured our mixture over our potatoes. Now we're just going to sprinkle what bacon we have on top and put our cheese on top. We're going to put this in the oven. We're going to bake it for 45 minutes. And after that, we'll take it out. We can you can put whatever toppings you want on it. You can put tomato, olives, mushrooms, whatever you like, you put on here. All right, we're just going to sprinkle this around. It's going to be delicious. They are delicious, guys. And then breakfast muffins. I've got a video on breakfast muffins. Those are really good too. We really like those. We enjoyed those. Stuff like this is good, and you know it's easy. It's just simple to do. So I got a little bit too much bacon over there. But if you have them double yolks like I do, you ain't gonna need to add 12 eggs. And I think, you know, about cholesterol too. I guess my husband and I, we kind of look at stuff like that. I mean, I'm only 47 years old, but I'm going to tell you, I do try to watch stuff like that, my salt intake and everything, because, you know, it can be important. It can really help you when you get older. It really can, guys. So, anyway, I'm not the one here to preach to you about eating healthy and cholesterol and all that. All right, now, our cheese. What we're going to do, a cup of mozzarella is going on this. So I'm just going to sprinkle it around. Okay. I kind of hold my hand up when I sprinkle my cheese because it makes it even that way. I've seen that from on TV, a chef. I forget who it was now, but he was showing where if you sprinkle things on things kind of high, it goes out better. It's evenly distributed that way. I didn't know that. So I usually just sprinkled it on there and went on. It wasn't no big deal to me anyway, but I just thought I'd share that. This thing, we're going to take some mild cheddar. This might be still a little froze, but like I said earlier, it's not going to make any difference. It's going to melt anyway. Because I buy a big bag of cheese like this and I put them in my freezer, and then when I run out of cheese, I've got it. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this on here. So we can go ahead and get this in the oven, get this going. This is going to be delicious, delicious. And guys, if you don't mind, I got a cooking friend that y'all may know her. Her name's Georgia Millions Meals. She got COVID. So if y'all don't mind, just say a little prayer for her. I would appreciate it. I just seen that today. Alrighty, it looks like we got it all on there. It looks good to me, so let me wash my hand off, y'all. Put this in the oven, let it bake, like I said, for around about 45 minutes. Just keep an eye on it because you need to watch until your egg starts to set. So once your egg sets, you're pretty much good. But just kind of time it. I'm gonna time it and put it on for 45 minutes, and we'll go see. But everybody's oven is different, so breakfast in the evening, right? Nobody said we couldn't. But anyway. Here is our breakfast casserole, and we're going to go ahead and put this in the oven, and be back here shortly. This is done. Looks good. Got good and brown. Just keep an eye on it. It didn't take the whole time. I think we were like within a minute or so. So, I guess something. I'm going to just cut just a little piece out of here. Do just a little bit of a taste test with y'all, so I can show you what the inside of this looks like. But some more cheese on top of this, you can do that too. Any kind of cheese you want to use. Guys, you don't have to use cheddar like I did, mozzarella. You can use any kind of cheese that you want to use, okay? Anyway, let's go ahead and cut a little piece of this and see how this is, all right? So let me get one over here. Alrighty. I'll fill those hash browns in there. It didn't stick to the sides. but I want to do just, I went too far, but I'm going to do just a little sliver of it here, y'all. So I probably need something to, let me see. Take this out of here. Let me go ahead and get just a little sliver of this out and try to show y'all what it looks like if I can get the potatoes. But this is your breakfast casserole, guys, and there is bacon in there. It's just inside of the piece here. But that is it, and it is going to be delicious. It's almost kind of like a souffle. Almost reminds me, I'll give it a try. And I know it's good already, but I'm going to do a taste test with y'all. So let me move this back. Okay, guys, here we go. All right, we're going to do this taste test. But I should have had some more bacon, but if we wouldn't eat some bacon, we would have had a little bit more in here, guys. But we just can't resist it. So, but here's, it's good. It's good. I want to just eat more and more of that. It is delicious. I hope y'all make this. And listen, if you don't mind to go to Cheryl K's Cooking Diaries and like, comment, and share my page, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you don't mind to go to my YouTube channel and like and comment and subscribe there, I'd greatly appreciate it. So listen, guys, I hope you all have a great rest of your night, and I hope each and every one of you stay safe. If you don't mind, again, to please pray for a friend of mine, Georgia Million. I would greatly appreciate that too, because she needs the prayers. So anyway, always remember to keep God in your heart and God in your life. Bye.